Hey folks, this is Rick Lamont, and I'm back with Life is Strange: True Colors. This is Chapter 5. This will be my first half of it. So my episode 9, I suppose. And I just finished shooting the last bit of Chapter 4 and had to jump right back in. I can't leave it where it left off. So there's not a lot to add that I didn't already say. On a technical note, I'm still fussing with the video capture settings, trying to find something that isn't so stuttery and have video glitches, but my system's a little too old for this. Anyway, yeah, let's see. As before, we've got a major storm at the moment, and winds will be hitting in about 3 hours is the prediction. So I have a cup of tea, have my flashlight in case the power goes out, and a box of tissues because this is Life is Strange. And I don't think I'm ready for what happens next, but I have to know what happens next. So, let's go.
Welcome back, Alex.
Yeah, flashback.
Do you want to talk about your time in Colorado?
Ooh.
Let's start with something positive. What did you learn from your
flashback.
visit to Haven Springs?
Flashback or...
I learned to let myself feel, I guess. And to not be afraid of those feelings.
Couldn't one argue that those old fears turned out to be justified? What do you make of that friction? I suppose I'm proud of you for trying. You helped some people. Chased a mystery. Got to kiss a pretty girl. But Alex, you're right back where you started.
She isn't,
You're wrong. I don't belong in here.
If that were true, Alex, you'd know you were talking to an empty chair.
What the fuck?
yeah, I don't think my settings are working. Well, let's take a look around.
Hey, my guitar. Knock, knock. Alex Chen? My guitar case has never heard of me. Sure. Huh.
We'll have to look around for the number.
Is that what I look like? Really?
It's kind of reminding me of the nightmare sequence in the first Life is Strange, episode 5. I apologize for the glitches.
Don't belong to Dr. Lin. A tuning peg.
In light of all, this is Dr. Lin. In light of all the recent excitement, now is a good time to remind Helping Hands residents that the impulses to leave our institution, while understandable, are best resisted. Remember, the outside world is sharp-toothed and possessed of insatiable hunger, and you are soft, slow, and appetizing. Why throw yourself into its mouth? Throw yourself instead into mine. Yeesh.
How did I even get back here?
Please join me in welcoming Alex Chen back to Helping Hands. We're happy that, though not surprised, one missing patient answers to Alex. She was always scratching at the door trying to get out, but she's declawed, so her capacity to fend for herself is minimal. If spotted, please exercise caution when approaching. She will appear friendly and normal, but we've had some behavioral issues in the past. Please help me find my patient. I'm starting to get really worried. Wow, I've missed a lot of stuff.
Dr. Lin always records our sessions.
Years ago, I made a mistake. The kind of thing that you can't undo.
Alex, you know that I care about you. With everything that has happened, I just want what's best for you.
I guess that's me.
53322.
Case number 53322.
Alexandra Alex Chen, age 21, gender F. Emotional instability, occasional violent outbursts, hallucinations visual, hallucinations oral, delusional ideation, depression, anxiety, diagnosis. I know.
Thrown down a... what?
Alex experiences a detailed and robust illusion that she is able to read other people's emotional states and believes that this ability she is uniquely equipped with, to help others overcome their own emotional trauma. It's difficult to overlook the irony. Someone as profoundly dysfunctional as Alex adopting the role of emotional caretaker. Had she not returned to my care, I do not think it hyperbolic to speculate that her reckless attempts at fixing her friends and family would have eventually gotten someone hurt. It is my belief that Alex's delusions constitute a threat to her continued well-being, as well as those of others. As such, I recommend Alex be thrown down an endless pit, her body shattered against each jutting board and errant brick, until she is forgotten in the darkness beneath the world. This is, in my professional opinion, the most humane thing we can do for her. Okay then. That's an opinion. 53322.
Gabe gave me this guitar, but he never heard me play it.
I suppose I could have tried to play it first, but oh well.
Oh!
Broken ribs. I'm so glad this isn't a mini game. I'm so glad it's not in VR at the moment.
Psst. Alex.
Gabe? You're dead.
So? Lots of people are dead, Alex. Most people.
Where are we?
I want to say a hospital.
Dr. Mendez to intensive care. Dr. Mendez to intensive care.
Yep, definitely a hospital.
Compared to
Gabe.
the Before the Storm hospital.
Okay, here's what I do know.
It really
You are
looks
10,
like a
I am
hospital.
14. Our mother is sick. So is our father. But it's a different kind of sickness. Play your part.
Ow! Gabe, why?
I didn't do anything.
Stop.
Both of you.
Dad.
Behave.
Alex, go check on your mother.
Okay. She was right over there, waiting for me. Mom used to fidget with her keys whenever she was worried.
Gabe, Alex, I need you to listen very carefully. We got some scary news today, and I'm going to be spending some time at the hospital.
What? Mom? Are you okay?
Hush now. It's going to be okay. Do you understand me? Things will be different for a little while, but I am going to be okay.
We couldn't afford a private room. Just got lucky, I guess. We spent so much time in here that I basically memorized every article. Gabe told me it was full of needles. Scared me to death. It was always too hot in this room. She's just on the other side. How many nights did Dad spend in this room? Sleeping in an uncomfortable chair and eating vending machine dinners. There's something so weird and scary about watching your dad cry. Mom. Every time I saw her, I worried it would be the last. Hi, Mom. Mom. Mom.
Such a brave girl. How do you ever get so brave?
Is that how it went? You don't think you missed anything?
Ow! Gabe, why?
I didn't do anything.
Stop.
Both of you.
Dad.
Behave. Alex, go check on your mother.
Okay. Wait. Did I miss something? Gabe and I used to watch cartoons on this thing after school. There it is. The painting that taught me that art sucked sometimes. We couldn't afford a private room. Just got lucky, I guess. She knew. Even then, she knew. No matter how much Mom drank, her throat was always dry. It was always too hot in this room. She's just on the other side.
We were changed.
How many nights did Dad spend in this room? Sleep. There's something so weird and scary about watching your dad cry. Mom, what am I missing? What did we talk about? Hi, Mom. Mom. Mom.
Water, Alex. Get her some water.
Thank you. You almost never cried, even when you were very small. Did you know that? That's been my biggest challenge with you. How do you take care of someone who is already so strong? No tears, my strong girl. I want you to make me a promise. Your brother, your father, they are going to need you. You have to be strong. Will you do that, Alex? Such a brave girl. How do you ever get so brave?
pendant was beautiful. Has she been wearing that the entire time?
Was that the last time you talked to her? Mom.
I think so.
Do you miss her?
Gabe, what's going on?
You're 11, I'm almost 15. Dad and I are time bombs. You keep running back and forth, trying to defuse us both. This is going to suck so bad. Play your part.
There was only ever one thing to do when they got like this. Drown them out and wait for it to pass.
11's too young to deal with this. She's the same age as Ethan, and Ethan is allowed to be a kid.
Just listen to the music.
I mean, 15
Drown out
is
the
too
anger.
young to deal with
The
this.
volume dial was my best friend on days like this.
She's the same age as Ethan.
It's okay, it's just me. But you know that's not how it went down, right?
It was my job to keep the peace. But no matter what I did, Dad's laundry, I always set it here when it was done so he could find it. At least I managed to hold on to you, Shoo Shoo. Cleaning Dad's ashtray was not my favorite job in the world. It was full of greeting cards. Mom kept every single one we ever got. Thanks for trying, Lucky Cat. My job was to sort them in order of how close we were to a collections notice. I wanted to be a werewolf that Halloween. Couldn't afford the costume. Almost empty. Almost always. I didn't even know what CPS was.
Oh.
Just that I was afraid of them.
Hey, Gabe. I'm Leslie Halloran. I'm from the Oregon State Child Protective Services. We got a call from someone who said there might have been some kind of fight here last night. Is your dad home?
Oh, gosh. You know what? That was like rehearsal. And I'm in this play at school, and my dad, he was helping me learn my lines.
Must be some play. But if you need anything, my number is on there. Okay?
2 cups water for 1 cup rice. Set timer for 30 minutes. Do your history homework. Serve. Gabe used to steal Dad's beer all the time. It was like the one thing they didn't fight about. We never really touched these after Mom died. She was such a good cook. I can't believe they were ever this happy. Mom's old sewing kit. Don't think I've ever even tasted a butter cookie. Gabe loved Son of Lead back when it was an indie. It was too gory for me. The killer mistress tabs in this book weren't even close to right.
Junior Headbangers Guide Academy, intermediate level.
Gabe had barely used this backpack in weeks. Nobody could get him to go to school. Mom and Dad had this TV before they had either of us. I tried so hard to keep my promise to her.
Can't be strong for people who don't want you to be strong. Or not that, just are so much in their own pain.
This was probably the most expensive thing we owned. It kind of kept me sane.
Okay, this is really hard to watch, this scene.
My tea's gone cold, I'm wondering why I got out of bed at all. The morning rain clouds up my window, and I can't see it all. And even if I could, it'll all be grey. But your picture on my wall, it reminds me that it's not so bad, it's not so bad.
I think we're gonna have to go outside.
I drank too much last night, got bills to pay. My head just feels in pain. I missed the bus and there'll be hell today.
All right. When wasn't this place falling apart? Gabe and Dad were so loud when they fought.
Where you going? Are you gonna tell her? Or is that my job?
Keep your voice down.
Fine, I'll do it. Alex, Dad lost his job again. So we're broke. Again.
Don't talk to me that way. Despite what you may believe, you do not know everything. You think what? I laid myself off?
It's okay. We'll figure it out. I could,
I don't know, Dad. But what are we supposed to do now? We gotta eat.
We can sell some records. Or what about my guitar? We can sell that.
Alex, what is it gonna take to get you to stop defending him?
If your mother could see you now.
I don't want to hear about Mom.
Gabe!
I'm so tired of you using her as an excuse to be a piece of shit. Don't fucking touch me, piece of shit!
Dad.
Damn it, Alex.
I'm okay. It's okay. It was an accident.
Alex, I didn't...
Dad, it's okay. Really.
No, you just hit the
I'm
wrong
not
kid.
hurt.
I can't do this.
Dad?
Someone will come. That woman from CPS. Someone.
Dad!
I'm sorry.
No. No. Dad!
Okay, I guess she didn't have that, and that's why I didn't notice it. Oh. Dream sequences and flashback sequences have to be handled really carefully, and Deck 9 is getting it right.
Hey, can I ask you a question? Which orphanage is this? The one in Grant Park? Kinda thought it'd be nicer.
I can't do this, okay? I can't.
You need to.
No.
You need to be honest about what you see.
I was. I have. And now I'm done.
Almost. But not yet. You were 12, I am 16. I steal a car and end up in juvie.
Gabe, come on.
Then you're 13, 14, 15. Orphanages, group homes, musty rooms in the strange houses of foster parents. By the time you're 17, you've seen them all. Somewhere along the line, you start to feel things. Your own emotions don't belong to you. You have nothing. No one. You are alone.
I don't want this.
Alex. Play your part.
Play my part.
God, they put me on so many meds.
Oh. Therapist role. I'm not sure what that is. Seems to be a popular one. Oh, she was on lithiums generally for bipolar. Risperidone is an antipsychotic.
Did any of them ever work?
Some of them helped, a little. None of them fixed me.
Pretty sure it's locked.
Must be up. We weren't allowed to bring glass into the dorms, so we had to drink from this thing.
Like hamsters in a cage.
Except if
Guess I missed a few days. How you holding up, Shu?
Can't believe how long you've had that thing.
that thing was my only friend after you left.
I used to write one every day. Stupid.
Why? You clearly missed him.
And I thought he missed me. Hence, stupid.
Well, there are my strings. Where's my guitar?
I don't understand. Why can't I have my guitar?
We've been over this, Alex. Your guitar stays in the rec room. You can play it during free time.
That's bullshit. I don't need it in the fucking rec room. I need it when I'm stuck in the fucking dorms.
Alex, that's enough. Maybe we'll just take away your guitar privileges entirely, if that's what you prefer.
You can't do that!
She's a kid. You don't need to discipline her like that. Show some kindness. I mean, there's discipline and then there's bullying. And if you're in the power, it's easy to, it's easy to get them wrong. Wow, not even. Wow. What?
She's been through so much. I just don't know if we're prepared for a troubled girl. It says here she's sensitive. What does that mean?
I wonder why she's never found a home before.
sure she's a sweet girl, but she's not for us.
She's awfully old, isn't she?
This is the kid that's been in all those fights, right?
I want to help. I really do, but there's just something
Off
broken.
Wrong.
With her.
The lamps were a nice touch. So hard to watch.
I'm sorry.
Why?
You need to see it.
See what? That nobody picked me?
Nobody picked you. Nobody picked you. Nobody wanted you. Mom died. Dad left. I bailed. You couldn't keep us together.
It was my job to keep us.
You were 11 years old. You were 11 years old. You were a kid, Alex. Let it go. People leave. Life gets hard. Sometimes it's a big shit sandwich. Make it better. Be angry at Dad. Miss Mom. Hell, be angry at me. But don't give up. No one gets to tell you what you're worth. And no one can take your life away. Fight.
I'm not sure
You have a gift. It's something you don't even understand. You can change the world. Make it better. Now get up.
What?
Get up and fight.
Okay, that's intense. Right on the line of a masterpiece and just getting kind of senseless. I mean, the backstory isn't important. You know, we know who she is. It's like extra life. It's so easy to get lost in a mind like that, but when you don't know where you are to begin with. I kind of see why they didn't give you a choice of outfits. It would have been an awful lot of, well, it would have been more work to,
I've got to find a way out of here.
to bloody them up.
No more ladder. Not that I'd be much good at climbing.
That's not the way.
Mines growing into mines, just like Jed said. I'm gonna choose not to read anything into this.
It's not a coal mine, at least. But there's still a lot of things you
I
don't
could
want
almost
to
laugh
to breathe.
if it wouldn't
at
hurt
mines.
so much.
Safety first.
How long has this stuff been down here?
I mean, Jersey barriers aren't that old. She really looks like hell. Orange cone.
Oh, no. No, 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 no. Come on, no, 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 no. I can do this. I can do this.
Okay, that's something.
Oh. Yeah, she's got to have broken ribs. I mean, she's lucky if that's all she has.
Is the only lead I've got.
All right, boys, getting close.
Held average for life, huh, Jed?
Dig so deep, we see where the devil sleeps.
Goddamn right.
This is it. This is what Typhon tried to bury.
A lot of runoff moisture in this soil. Jed, we gotta call it. This dig is fucked.
Nothing's fucked.
Jed, we got no pumps running. No.
My teams have never quit a dig this deep before. We finish the job. Steady goes. Steady.
Fuck was... Move! Come on! Clear the tunnel!
Who's on radio?
Jed!
Fuck!
Jed! Jed!
Oh my god.
We gotta move! Now! There's still men back there. They'll drown.
Yeah, and so will we if we don't get the fuck out. Make the call, Jed.
God damn it! God damn it! Everyone, let's go! Now!
Yeah, mines can fill up with water easily. And,
Smells like fireworks. Must be where Typhon blew the charges.
we get water in soils or rock, and they can become mighty slippery. Didn't Gabe end up in this town looking for his father?
Jed! Come back! Jed, you son of a bitch!
Chen, you gotta stop, man.
Jed! Fuck you, Jed! Come back!
It's over, Chen.
So Jet knew
He's not coming back.
this entire...
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
He knew who Gabe was, and he knew who Gabe's father was. We raise our drinks to Jed Lucan. Black Lantern closed
And
for a canceled
during my
meeting.
time here, I've come to realize what makes Haven so special. It's a flower shop run by multiple generations, a bar owner who greets every customer by name. It's a spring festival tradition going back 100 years. History, loyalty, pride. These values which define Haven are the same values that Typhon was built on. And that is why our partnership has been so successful.
Mm-hmm.
It's been my privilege to
Steph
renew
can't get a
Typhon's
hold
commitment to
of
Haven.
Alex.
We believe in this community, and we're tremendously excited for its future.
Thank you, Diane. I think I speak for all of us when I say we're eager to make this official. So, time to vote, folks. And then lunch.
Alex! Oh my god!
I'm fine.
You are not fine. We have to get you to a doctor.
What happened to you?
Oh, she'll be okay, but that's not...
I found out something you need to hear. I'm sorry.
What?
Alex, you're hurt.
Oh.
Do you need help? We can call an ambulance.
Typhon's been lying to all of you. And so has Jed Lucan.
Alex, what's going on?
You know exactly what's going on. I was down in the mine last night. I saw what Typhon's been hiding for 12 years. Jed Lucan isn't a hero. That whole story is a lie. Jed caused the accident. And then he abandoned 7 of his men. He let them drown to save himself. There were pictures of me and Gabe down there in the dirt. Because one of those miners was my father. Typhon wanted to keep this covered up in case it jeopardized the vote.
Both are true. But right now, they were more afraid. And they were willing to be ruthless because they were afraid.
Everyone at that company is scared to death. All they do is protect themselves. So they decided to bury the evidence. And nothing was going to stop that blast. Not even the fact that there were 4 people up in the mountains. That's how Gabe was killed. Jed knew all along. He covered up the truth about the past, about Gabe. And when I found out, as you can see, he tried to kill me too. Why aren't any of you saying anything?
Did everybody already
We
know?
don't want to embarrass you, Alex.
I wasn't asking you.
The things you've said obligate me to at least address them. These accusations are, well, they're insane. And trying to go into the mine was obviously a very dangerous, very illegal thing to do. But we all sympathize with your situation. You've been through so much. Your brother was your only family, wasn't he? I can only imagine how much you want an explanation for his loss. Something to give you comfort and make your life seem less unfair.
Why don't you just tell the truth? You've been planning your exit from Typhon anyway.
What?
You never signed up for threats or attempted murder. You hate this. Now's your chance to stop.
Appeal to her humanity.
Dad? Do you have any idea what Alex is talking about?
No, I don't. I've tried to be there for Alex since Gabe died. I thought, I don't know, I hoped I could be something of a father figure to her. All I can guess is, sometimes when we're hurting, the people we lash out at are the ones who we're trying to help.
They are...
This is an act. You're lying.
Total gaslighting.
Please. I know this is hard to accept. You all trust him. I did too. But I'm telling the truth.
I believe you. Of course I do.
I believe you too. I'm horrified and shocked and still processing everything, but I believe you.
Oh.
Miss Harmon, please remember the terms of your settlement.
Screw your settlement. I would never take that money.
Charlotte, please.
Come on, Ducky.
I would like to speak.
Come on, Ducky.
I've known Jed a very, very long time. And, Miss Chen? Alex? I'm realizing I don't quite know you as well as I thought.
Oh.
Some allowances must, of course, be made given your injuries and resultant confusion. But nonetheless, it saddens me to hear you make these terrible and incredible accusations against my friend.
Come on, put it together, Ducky.
Ducky, that's enough.
And Eleanor will be
Don't
discounted.
let him make you feel bad, sweetheart. No one here thinks you're a bad person. You know our mind can play tricks on us. None of it is your fault. It's so hard to admit you need help. But it's always better in the end. We're all worried about you.
This has got to be
Let us
devastating
help
on
you.
Ryan.
Don't worry, Alex. I got this.
Yeah, you
Oh,
do.
for fuck's sake.
I have a USB stick full of recordings.
Yes, we went through this yesterday. Your superiors closed the case. None of us have time for conspiracies.
Yeah. You're trying to weasel your way out of things again, huh? I know your game. I know
Don't
how you...
test me, Jason.
You know what? I'm not scared of you anymore. And not of you, not Typhon.
All right, that's enough.
Deputy Pike, do you have some kind of personal issue with me?
Like hell I do.
Jason. Well, given that your judgment in this matter is emotionally compromised, you should probably remove yourself from...
cut the crap. If you think you could shut me up...
Jason, I think you better cool it. I would like to speak again.
It concerns me that a voting member of this council has openly admitted to a personal bias that...
This is a load of bullshit.
I don't believe this. Ridiculous.
We're all getting ahead of ourselves.
It's more about just
the important matter.
the belief. I mean, he
Deputy Pike, I am not responsible for
he
any
knows
frustrations you feel in your career.
half the story. He knows that Typhon was covering something up with that old dig. He doesn't know what. He wasn't there, and he certainly doesn't know what his father did.
I don't want to hear it.
So that's
Don't fucking turn your back on me. I'm not done here.
This isn't getting anywhere.
that's going to take some
Oddly enough, the photograph
a leap of faith. He has to. It's not even about having the backup. It's
It concerns me that a
just
voting
being
Believe me.
member of
believed.
this council has
Right?
openly admitted to a personal bias that...
This is a load of bullshit.
Ryan?
I don't believe this. Ridiculous.
Why are you doing this?
what's the important matter?
What?
I'm not your lapdog anymore.
Deputy Pike, I am not
My dad is
responsible for
not
any
a
frustrations
murderer.
you-
Were you afraid we couldn't get Typhon? Is that why you need someone else to blame? I thought we were in this together. For Gabe.
Ryan.
No. I'm not gonna let you do that to me anymore.
Ryan, what the hell? I know he's your dad, but look at her. Why would she lie about this?
It's going too far.
Alex almost died.
It's not true.
Fuck you, Ryan! After everything? Seriously, fuck you! Stop.
all the colors. Now here's where Mojo comes in handy.
I know why you tried to kill me. It's not what you tell yourself. That you thought it was best for Haven. This was never about Haven at all, was it? This was about you. I know it's easier. Not having to think about the men you buried. You want to look away and pretend the people you hurt aren't people. But I won't let you. My father worked for you. His name was John. He made a lot of mistakes. He wasn't a good father. I think he came here trying to be better. But you killed him. And then Gabe, my big brother.
All were true, but...
You know, when we were kids, we goofed around to escape. To pretend everything was better for a little while. When I got to Haven, the first thing we did was dance around like total dorks. And it wasn't an escape from anything. He was happy for the first time in his life. But he died. Because of you. And then there's me. For so many years, I just wanted to survive. To get through. Haven changed me. I started to think about the future.
More than anything, you just what's...
I want to belong somewhere. I want to know that there's a place and a group of people who wouldn't be the same without me. I was starting to feel that here. And you tried to murder me. You would have ended my life just so you wouldn't have to face the truth. You've forgotten it, haven't you? You've plastered over it with another story.
That's why he doesn't... He doesn't like to hear the talk about his hero, about being a hero. He doesn't like to talk about it. He doesn't like to hear about it. But he puts up reminders of it because the alternative is that he's the villain. And yes, he did his job in saving as many people as possible. It's possible that if he tried to save everyone, they all would have died. But that doesn't negate the fact that he caused the whole thing. He didn't listen to his people that say they were digging too greedily and too deep. But he thinks he's a good man. Yeah.
You tell yourself you're a good man. You take care of so many people. You gave me a roof and a job. You checked on me when I was grieving. Such a good, generous man. But that's the lie. If you scrape it away, what do we see?
I don't think he's selfish. He owes a pawn. But most of all, I don't see him as selfish.
11 years ago, you led a group of men to their deaths. And you couldn't even say those words out loud because you're a coward. You couldn't imagine saying it to your wife, saying it in front of your son. Every day you were brave enough to go underground and look death in the eye. But you couldn't muster the courage to admit a mistake. I can feel you trying to pull away. Don't. The truth hurts. Sometimes it's so awful you think you're gonna break. But when you come out the other side, and you're whole and free and still alive, then you'll finally know how strong you really are. I see the truth about you. You hate yourself. You hate what you did in the past. You hate what you've done to keep it secret. And the more you deny that hatred, the worse it grows. I know who you are. I've seen the worst parts of you.
Okay, can we just talk about how great the facial animation is? I mean, these are up close. Every little micro expression, every little nuance carries... Sorry. So much meaning. And could we talk about Alex's split lip? He's been unable to forgive himself. But I think hearing someone know the entire truth about him and accepting him with all those problems, with all those flaws, with all that guilt, and this is someone he has wronged 3 times. Killing her father, killing her brother, and trying to kill her. And condemnation would be just and fair and righteous. But in a way, forgiveness would almost be the cruel option, but I think... I don't know if I could do it. I don't know if I could forgive him. I like to think I could. I like to think I could be that good of a person. And I think with Alex's gift, she can see... Well, and she has seen, and she's described all the emotion he's feeling. And I think when you know a whole person, hating them is harder because you see their humanity, their shared humanity, all their flaws. I mean, I know my answer.
And I forgive you.
Damn you, Deck 9.
And the news is still coming in on the Typhon mining scandal that has rocked the western slope town of Haven Springs, where a council meeting was the scene for shocking revelations. Local bar owner and council president Jed Lucan admitted in a tearful confession to covering up the deaths of 7 Typhon employees as their manager 12 years ago. A recent cover-up, which involved a clandestine and unpermitted explosion to thwart inspections, caused the death of Haven local Gabe Chen last month. Mr. Lucan is currently in police custody, awaiting arraignment. We will have plenty more about this developing story, including the resignation of Typhon CEO, the market impact, and what it all means for your drive time commute coming right...
Yeah, the silence is worse. I need to get some air.
Lips heal really quickly.
After summoning all my strength and willpower, I'm now ready to move from the bed to the rooftop.
So, hey Haven, the Record Traders is currently accepting applications. Priority will be shown to applicants with previous retail broadcast experience. Fill out an application on our website. So Steph is thinking about it.
Do I need a Charlotte Harmon portrait? I kind of think I need a Charlotte Harmon portrait.
Charlotte. Hello, friends. I've decided to open back up to commissions. I think we're all looking for ways to stay busy right now. And making art has always been my favorite method. So please get in touch if you want a portrait. I try to keep my rates reasonable, and I offer a discount for first-time commission.
I've got some continued support for you.
We at Typhon Mining would like to express our gratitude towards Haven Springs for your continued support. We have issued a statement which is available for you to read on our website. Yeah.
The phrase recent events is doing some work in this post.
Due to recent events, the Black Lantern will remain closed to regular business until further notice.
It never ends.
Statement this is the county sheriff. Statement regarding the ongoing investigation into Haven Springs. In Haven Springs. We appreciate the community's concerns. Details are still emerging, and we are cooperating with the state police. We currently have exactly as much information as any of you. Addendum. State police have tapped Deputy Jason Pike to provide assistance in this case, and as such, management of this account will be handed over to another deputy. While we acknowledge that Deputy Pike has come to occupy a special role in the Haven Springs community, we urge you to direct all inquiries through official channels. Angela Anderson, I just don't understand how all this could happen under your noses. What is going on over there? Mike Lawler, this is not an acceptable statement. Yeah, he's a piece of work. Ben Daniels, nothing but respect for our boys in blue. Cass Groves, singular boy in beige, who danced to Typhon's tunes. There's no way the cops didn't know. There's something they're not telling us. Follow the money. Drop your tinfoil hat, you loon. I mean, they knew they were shady. They knew Typhon was not always dotting their I's and crossing their T's, but this is a whole other thing, you know? This is a whole other thing. Eleanor Lath. Hey, hello, neighbors. Thank you for making last night's spring festival such a resounding success. Now comes another annual tradition. Cleaning up after ourselves. I'll need a few volunteers to help me spruce up the park in the wake of last night's festivities. Work begins as soon as today's council meeting concludes. Drop your name in the hat. Why not? I'm down. We're pretty hungover, but we might be recovered. Take care of yourself first. If you're feeling up for it, we'd love to have you. Jed, gotta open the bar. Sorry, darling. Oh, psh. Yeah, that was before the council meeting. Yeah. Black Lantern will not be open for lunch today on account of the town council vote. And yeah, the usual back and forth.
I'm so sorry I worried you all.
Steph Gingrich, has anybody seen Alex today? We agreed to meet up last night, but then she ghosted. Super not like her, kind of freaking out. Oh no, have you contacted Jason? Called his cell, no response. I'll try 911 next. It's troubling. Haven't seen me. Haven't seen her. Keep me posted, will you? I'm making extremely obscene gestures in my mind right now. Because, Jed, you knew exactly.
I bet Steph wishes she could reword that. But it's pretty funny.
Rory Pra, as many of you know, I'm a freelancer for the Rocky Mountain Gazette. I'm writing an article about this evening's incredible performance at Spring Festival. I can't track down the band's name. Anyone know? Hey man, so we aren't like a band as such, so we don't really have a name yet. Hey, no worries. Can I get your names for the article? I'm Steph Gingrich, the brains of the operation. My muscle is Alex. Well, she's gonna die when she sees this. Okay. What a wonderful spring festival. Who got a rose? Hey, Steph, do I have your permission to brag about the rose you got last night from your crush? Well, come on, man. Okay. SMS. Lots of them. Steph Ryan. Alex, please pick up. Just let us know you're okay as soon as you can. I'm pretty sure you just lost your phone, but Ryan's freaking out. Okay. We're both freaking out. We just want to make sure you're safe. Call us? Alex? Okay, those were all at 7:09 a.m. Or was that just when they showed up? Arthur. Oh, Ducky. Oh, no. Alex, Arthur Jones with the New York Telegram. We want your story in the ongoing... We want your story in our ongoing Typhon coverage. When is a good time to speak over the phone? Sorry, I'm not doing any media right now. Getting a lot of requests. When did you learn that your father lived in Haven Springs and worked with Jed Lucan? How did it feel to learn that Jed Lucan was responsible for the mining accident which killed your father? Why do you think Jed Lucan confessed to his crimes? Mind control. And you blocked his ass. Good for you. Because I know it's a reporter's job to dig, but you straight up said, not going to talk to you. And you kept pushing it, so into the block bin, Ethan. Oh, no spoilers. Oh, snap. Okay. So, picture of him with his dad. So, at that age, Alex's mom was dying. Dad was falling apart. She was trying to hold the family together. And here's Ethan at that same age. Two parents that love him. I mean, they're not together, but, you know, it's not fair what happened to Alex. It happens, but it's not fair. Dad knows what's up. That's awesome, Ethan. You guys look great. Thanks. OMG, I heard what happened. You were going to mention being a superhero when I texted yesterday. I'm so glad you're safe. Thanks, buddy. Me too. Charlotte. Okay. I don't even know what to say, Alex. Charlotte gets to me. I don't know why. Every damn time. I don't even know what to say, Alex. My heart breaks for what you have endured. No one should have to live through that. But just remember that Ethan and I are here for you. Thanks, Char. What you did wasn't easy. I won't forget it. Ducky.
Ducky lost for words? Amazing.
Dear Alex, I'm terribly sorry. I don't know what else to say, Ducky. I mean, when you're friends with someone for a long time, and you get to know them in a certain context, seeing them outside of that context, seeing the town hero, but not so heroic, seeing the good guy, not so good. I understand Ducky sticking by Jed. I understand it entirely, and I do not fault him for that. I would have been surprised. The only way I would have seen him would be if he had known and had been kind of keeping it a secret, keeping it on the down low. Mac. Hey, Chen. Didn't think you'd actually take down Typhon. You're braver than I ever imagined. Now you owe me a new job. I'm glad you're okay, really. Thanks, Mac. He's, Oh, I'm out of tea. Yeah, he's complicated. Oh, Ryan. Alex, I'm sorry. My dad was a hero. That's what everyone said for years, and it took so many lies to hold that up. Disgusting, terrible lies. Typhon lied. Dad lied. But worst of all, I lied to myself. Even when the truth was right in front of my eyes, I believed him over you. I'm sorry, and I hope you'll forgive me one day. I mean, seeing a parent that you admired, you know, you grew up seeing your parents as heroes, as invulnerable as your protector. And I don't know, maybe it's as you become an adult, you realize that they are just as human as you. And I think Ryan's realized that in a whiplash. You know, I mean, he was the town hero. He wasn't just Ryan's hero. He was the town hero. Steph. Alex, you are incredible, and I'm here for you no matter what. Call me the minute you need anything. I know. Thank you for having my back. It meant so much, of course. How could I not after anything? After everything? I'm not very good at that. I need to learn how to do that properly. And Jessica. Oh, the press. Hey, Alex, this is Jessica Martinez from the Rocky Mountain Gazette. I'm sorry to contact you out of the blue. I know you've been through a lot. We're working on a story about the Typhon controversy, and I'd love to speak with you on and off the record about your experiences. I'm not really comfortable talking about it right now. Your comfort would be my priority. Please contact me at this number if you changed your mind. Thank you for your time and stay safe. Thank you. See, she didn't get blocked. She wasn't pushy. She, it's like, I'm not comfortable. Cools. Give me a shout when you're ready if you want to. It's all good. Okay. Yeah.
They say I was powered by adrenaline that whole morning. Now I'm mostly powered by extra strength Advil. And these. Hard to blame Ducky for remaining loyal to his best friend. Even though it was hard, I'm glad I let Charlotte overcome her own anger. I think it gave her the strength to support me. Good thing I sold off all my Typhon stock.
Typhon CEO resigns amid stock plummet. Sources say FBI investigation imminent. Just hours after a defiant press conference in which he vowed to see his company through the choppy waters ahead, Dennis Walker has resigned as CEO and chairman of Typhon Incorporated. Meanwhile, shares of the global mining concern, once top 5 in its sector, have nearly halved from 48.27 to 28.22, with no bottom in sight. stonks. It all stems from a series of shocking allegations and confessions tied to operations in Western Colorado, where Regional Operations Coordinator Diane Jacobs and former mining team leader Jed Lucan were arrested for...
I'm pretty sure my voice was already heard by everyone who needed to hear it.
Blah, blah, blah. I trust you have received my other messages and voicemails. I'm asking for 10 minutes of your time. We go to print at 8. Now, bugger off.
Is it weird that the part of this that bothers me the most is nondescript dive bar?
It really isn't. Colorado mining scandal has deep state fingerprints. Oh, please. Yeah, anytime they start talking about the deep state, you know it's irregularities abound. Truth remains buried. What are they hiding? Deep state deniers and wool-eyed cynics. Good luck trying to make sense of what went down in the small mountain town of Haven Springs last week. Behind closed doors of a nondescript dive bar, 8 town council members gathered to discuss a municipal mining permit, and when the doors opened, one of them was admitting to murder, another criminal fraud, and yet no one could explain in any rational way how this was all supposed to happen. Local taxidermist Reginald McAllister, known to others in town as Ducky, described a near hypnosis in the room as a great man was made to stand naked before all, and exhumated truth begot its rightful place atop the throne. Yeah, and now it's like, oh, they're Illuminati. Yeah.
I know now that my inaction in the face of injustice was itself a terrible wrong. And I know that I will never be able to undo the tremendous pain and loss I caused. I do not ask for forgiveness. The only person who could give that to me is gone. Thank you.
There are no victories at the end of this. Just more painful truth.
You know, she was a coward. She was being strong-armed and he was facing basically threats. She knew what her company was capable of. And she knew what she was being asked for, and probably had fingers crossed that nothing bad would happen. And she rolled the dice, and Gabe lost. And covering it up was... again, she was bullied into it, just as she bullied Mac into denying the phone call.
I'll never understand exactly what happened to me down there, but I'll always be grateful.
Don't give up.
I'm glad he held on to it, for whatever it's worth.
Alex, they told me to destroy this jacket after the accident. I couldn't do it. Perhaps some part of me would know the day would, that I would one day need to pass it along. When Gabe first stepped into my bar looking for his father, I swore that one day I'd return this jacket to him. Then I swore I would return it to both of you. I think you know by now what my word is worth. I do not deserve your forgiveness, but it's moved me more than I knew was possible. I hope this gift will provide some small comfort to you in the days ahead, Chad.
Couldn't bring himself to get rid of it.
His dad's jacket.
You ever swing a pick before, Mr.
Chen, John, and now. But I'm a hard worker, and I learn fast, and I don't mind long hours.
You don't have somebody waiting on you at home?
No, sir.
Well, John, guess you're a hell diver now.
Nothing like being called delusional by someone you trusted. That one really hurt. Even though it was hard, I'm glad I let Charlotte overcome her own anger. It must be rare that a local paper gets to break out the really big headline.
Scandal! 8 deaths covered up by Typhon mining. Haven Springs rocked by revelations. The picturesque mountain town of Haven Springs is reeling after a series of revelations that connection to the death of Mr. Chen, Miss Jacobs, the location manor, blah, blah, blah.
See? This is why I try to only read the art sections.
Old and new talent shine at Spring Festival. The following review was filed before. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, a good review. And more news that we basically know.
Maybe Salem would be cool. I'm already an expert in witch trials.
Okay, fun fact. No witches were burned. In fact, no witches were hanged. A lot of Puritans accused of witchcraft were hanged. But there was no burnings. And there were no witches. Fishy, fishy, fishy. I hope we get to see Valkyrie one more time.
I've been playing a lot the last 2 days, trying to think things through. But I realize it's actually the opposite. When I'm playing is the only time I get to not think about Jed, or Gabe, or Haven, and wanting to move on from the pain, but not knowing how. Most of all, what I don't think about is me, because I've never been good at that. And suddenly, it's the only question that's left. So, I just keep playing.
Play on. Sometimes you just need to shut your brain off, focusing on something else. Video games for me sometimes work, especially older games that I'm very familiar with. I don't know that Life is Strange would work. Too much thinking. Let's go upstairs. Oh. Or answer the door. It'd be funny if it's Mac. You could punch him.
Hey, Steph.
Alex, wait. Before you say anything, I have to get this out.
Okay.
What you did at the council meeting, it was the bravest thing I've ever seen. And it made me want to be brave too. So, here it goes. I want to be with you. I don't give a shit about playing music or seeing the world. I mean, I do, but only if it's with you. And if you'd rather stay here instead, then... fuck it. I want to stay here too.
Once you get to know each other, I mean, you haven't known each other for that long, and certainly not in a romantic way. Find out if you're compatible first before hitting the road. That kind of thing is stressful enough, and it's better to be somewhere safe and familiar to learn that you're not as compatible as you hoped.
I've never had anyone barge in to tell me that they wanted to be with me before.
Yeah? How'd it feel?
You've, given me a lot to think about.
Well, good. That was the idea. You know where to find me. Good luck, Chen.
Thanks, Steph.
Golden hour.
All right. Just tell me.
What?
My future. What to do? The night of the Spring Fest, Steph made a strong push for leaving with her. Playing on the road. The excitement of the unknown. Of course, that was before all the shit went down. Come on, you're the know-it-all. So tell me.
Actually, I do know what you should do. You should stay in Haven.
Of course.
think so.
You're right. I've never had a home before. Friends, a job,
Do
a
you
place to
still have a job?
live. Why would I give that up now?
Then again, maybe leaving would be better.
What?
You're young, you suddenly have a little money, friends. And don't you think it's time to give this music thing a real shot? No, you should definitely leave.
Fuck off. Stop it, Gabe. I don't need the mysterious spirit bullshit right now. I just need my big brother.
I'm sorry.
I know.
But here's something. It's 3 hours from now. A bus pulls away. You're not on it. And neither is Steph. Life goes on. You get a job working with Steph at the record store. all those years of being a music snob finally pay off. And little by little, time does its thing. The apartment starts to feel less like a museum and more like a home. Thoughts of Jed, of Typhon, even of me begin to fade into the background. The rooftop is your stage. You perform every week to a small but adoring group of fans. Maybe while you play, you wonder what could have been. Performing for more people in more cities, sharing your music with the world. Or maybe you never think about that much at all. You don't know exactly when it happens, but one day you look around and find that you have transformed this place just as much as it has transformed you. And the most extraordinary thing of all is just how normal it feels.
Oh, wow.
You don't question it. You don't doubt it.
A shot.
Or wonder what might have been. It's your life. The life you fought so hard to have. And for the first time in a long time, you just live.
Thank you.
Don't mention it.
You really think I'll transform Haven?
Of course. You already have. With your gift, your music, just by being you. But Alex, that doesn't mean you have to stay. You have the potential to do that anywhere you go.
Where am I supposed to go? I don't have any other home.
That is true. But you didn't have any home before coming here. And look what happened. The truth is, there's no telling what that version of your future might be. The only promise is the adventure. So, what do you think?
For now. For now.
I know what I want.
It's easier to leave than to come back, maybe. Wow. What to say? Okay, before I read these, just a few thoughts. I think some of the flashbacks, the dream sequence for whatever, I think some of that went on a little bit long, and I think some of it could have been told just a little bit quicker. You know, I mean, some was necessary, but some we could figure out. Not to say it wasn't well done, but it seemed to drag on a little bit. And that's my only criticism about the game. My only one. Gabe's little soliloquy at the end about possibilities. It kind of reminded me of the very end of Deus Ex Mankind, Human Revolution, where they talk about kind of, you know, things like, you know, you tried to do the right things when it was easy, and you know, so on and so forth. It just kind of had that feel of, well, first of all, I guess it was second person. That probably had something to do with it. Okay, so let's read through these. 56% she stayed in Haven Springs. 44% she hit the road. I think I made the right choice. Others disagree. Alex forgave Jed for his actions. 71%. 71%. Wow. I thought it would be closer to 50-50. I wonder what other people's logic is if you've played it, and what did you choose, and why? You know, I'm gonna be watching some other Let's Plays, find out some other people's opinions. I really want to know, because that, I mean, I knew it wasn't an agonizing decision for me, but it is one that I wanted to explore before just picking. Alex claimed she learned not to fear her emotions. 52% claimed she learned the meaning of home. 43%. And only 5% she didn't learn anything in Haven. Okay. 83%, some members of the council stood with Alex. Wow. It's possible for everyone on the council to support Alex. I mean, I guess maybe if you danced with, you know, got Ducky to dance and all that. Or 4%, none of the council members backed Alex. Okay, that's a Darkest Timeline playthrough where you just alienated everyone. Because if Steph is not going to stand by you, wow. What did you do to deserve that? Okay, even split. Alex wanted to belong somewhere in the future. That was my pick. Alex wanted to help more people in the future. And 12% she just wanted to play music. Maybe it was just my feeling is that the music was personal for her. It wasn't about performing. It was about feeling the music inside her and letting it out, and just that kind of joy, but not the urge to perform. I think the two things are separate. I mean, I think a lot of people have both. That's partly why they get into music, why they fall in love with it. It's the energy they get back from the audience, you know, the whole thing. But I think for her, it was a release. As she said, it was an opportunity not to think, to shut off that part of her brain. And you got to do that sometimes when you're in turmoil. And if you can find something, and I think being, you know, it gets into the whole introversion, extroversion thing. I mean, there's a lot of debate about how accurate that is, but I think just playing for your own pleasure and playing for, you know, to shut off your brain was, you know, kind of where she was at. Maybe, you know, I'm probably reading in my own feelings, you know, rather than what was presented by the character. But that's the thing about these games, is they give you something to put your own feelings, emotions, worldview into. Otherwise, you're just watching a movie. Okay. Alex took a moment to reflect on the bed, 43%, fairly close. Alex didn't see Ryan after the vote, 48%. Alex forgave Ryan for not believing her. Alex wasn't ready to... So that split looks pretty close to if you romanced him. Not quite. I'm not sure. If you have any idea, again, comments. Charlotte sided with Alex during the vote, 40%. Eleanor offered to get Alex help, 51% versus sided with Alex during the vote. So even split. I mean, where Eleanor is, I can see she was being sincere and not, you know, not like, oh, you're being crazy, you need help. It was that she was painfully aware the kind of tricks your mind can play on you. Pike sided with Alex during the vote, 73%. I think that matched manipulating him versus citing the papers, maybe. Ducky sided with Alex, 55. So I don't know what I did, but for me it was 45%. He remained loyal to Jed. Ryan believed Jed during the vote, 68%. That's Ryan believed Alex, 32%. That's really close to the romance odds. So Ryan and Alex started David. Okay, Ryan and Alex don't get together, 71%. Steph stays in Haven to be with Alex. Even split on if they leave or stay or don't get together, basically. Okay. That was a game. That was a really, really good game. I'm watching the clock. We're supposed to get some massive wins coming up soon, and I'm hoping to have this done just in case the power goes out. But, and this is also, I think, one of the longest ones I've made. And first time I've done an entire episode. So, wow. Okay. It was incredibly emotional, at least for me. I don't know what it is about Charlotte. Just everything. She just, I don't know. I'm kind of at a loss as to what else to say. I'm just going to have to think about this for a while. I'm going to have to reflect on my choices. So, yeah, if you have any thoughts, questions, observations, I would love to hear them in the comments. If you liked this, enjoyed it, thought it was interesting, leave me a like. And otherwise, sincerely, thank you for watching, and have a good day. Bye.